G'day everyone, welcome back. So you can see we're not at the workshop or anything like that, and we've got some gates hung here at the at my house, but they don't exactly work yet. So due to the elevation that we've got here, the west side is much higher than the east side. So the east gate we got good. We did that as high as we possibly could on this side, and it swings. We got clearance, everything like that. But the west gate doesn't, and you can see it's hitting the road just down here. So I've got some paint. Henry's coming down with a grader, and our first point is just going to try and resculpt this road and just scalp out this section here. So I'm just going to spray some paint, and then Cal and I are going to take this gate off because we do have the school bus rocking up in about 10 minutes that won't be able to get in. I don't know if that's going to break my gate. So we're going to get that off before the school bus gets here because the school bus won't be able to turn around. Alright, so there is a design flaw in these gates. When I ordered them, they were meant to be just two, like your typical gate hinge. So one and then two, but instead what they've come with is hinges. Now, that's not bad, but they didn't think about how they designed them. So they've done a 20mm hole, so you need a 20mm bolt, just like a typical gate, gate hinge you'd use. But what's happened is you can't actually get the nut in there to do it. It's a whole thing. It's just a pain in the butt. So I'll stop Henry before he does this because we've got a school bus coming, and then we'll get to it after. You can just go to the other end of the gate and do that, please. The biggest issue we've got is that, you can see on here how not level our gate is. And the reason for that is because to have the two gates marry up so that they're both, this is the wrong end, but so they're both at the same level like this, same height, we have to have this gate on quite an angle and that other one is on a quite angle up. It's frustrating, but yeah, it'd be a lot easier if the gate was done the other way because you got a lot more play to go with. Now these ones here, like I said, you can barely move this hinge. We had to really force these nuts in so we can get the bolt through. It's not easy. And speaking about not easy, Henry's got the hard job. And the only way we know if he's gone deep enough is when we put this gate back up on there. And it's not the quickest procedure to do that, but anyway, he's doing a good job. We've got a few whoops in there, but he'll grey them out after. I reckon we might possibly give that a check now. Problem is, we're going to take the gate back off after. Anyway, doesn't matter. We might give it a go. Let me get my pry bar and just lift that up a bit. Good thing we got a public holiday on Monday. Have you seen the thing? 42. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous.
come on. But
Yeah.
it will be March.
No, it's just not on. 42. No rain in sight. I think we should put, it'll straighten it up with other gates, but I think we should put some spaces in. Well, yeah, we'll give it a go. So cutting it out did work. We've got the gate over there, which we couldn't get the gate past here before, so we did take out a bit, but it's still such a huge amount we've got to take out for it to work. Yeah, soon we're going to get down to sand here, but we'll just keep going, see what happens. Why did we do that in the first place? Look at the height. Alright, so what we did, obviously Henry's taken out a huge amount, which has helped. But we also put 4 shims in down the bottom there, just to push the bottom gate out a little bit. And hopefully, well, as you can see, that's worked. Not sure how we're going to fix that down there now, but we'll have a happy wife, because the gate swings. So that's one positive. Now we're going to try and sculpt this so that it's not a big speed bump. Well, what Henry's done looks bloody amazing. There's a little bit of a divot basically where the end of the gate is to make sure we can close the gate. But other than that, it's come up bloody nice. So once he's guided this last pass out here, we'll flick these 2 gates across. Hopefully they marry up and we don't have to dig any more out in case he's pushed some over with the gravel over when doing this, but I think it should be pretty good. Alright, now we'll join the 2 gates up. Now they don't fit exactly going across here, but when we tie it up to make it look pretty, it'll be something like that. So it'll look nice, chain that up, and yeah, we're all good. So we've just got that tiny pile of gravel over there to deal with, and then we're gonna go and change some batteries on Louis, and we're gonna move some rocks out the back of my house. Right, so our next job is Louis. So like I've been saying that, you know, we need to change these batteries, Well, we finally got the batteries. And I'm not sure, we've got a lot of battery clamps to go with it, because I think we're gonna have to cut these clamps off. They're all corroded, I'm not gonna be able to get that off. This liquid on the top, we believe is battery acid that's leaked out, so that's fun. But yeah, we'll just see how we go trying to get these off, but if we have to, we're just gonna cut them and we'll make some new battery leads, because I don't like our chances of getting them off. So Henry's got the one battery done, but we can't, well, I say we, Henry can't get the negative terminals off, so we're probably going to cut them on both of them and make 2 new ones. Yeah, then we'll get sorted. Should be all good after that. Simple as that, just change some batteries and now it's no drama. So once we've got everything back together, we'll start moving some rocks around. So I've got Cal over on the little rocks, he's plucking them out and getting them all in individual spots for us. So he's getting the large rocks of the, well, what Rhiannon would call a medium rock. So these large, those medium, and then the really small ones in there. Henry and I are going to flip these 2 here and then put them into line, just make it a bit taller. Just to my eye, they're just a bit small. Then we might grab another rock, put it around the corner. Oh, actually, no, we won't, because we need to get in here with sand. And yeah, we'll go along the line, make sure everything's good, the way it's supposed to be. We're going to remove this one because it's, well, I think it's a little low. I mean, look at that one's a little low too, but it's going to be too big if we flip it on its side. So we're going to get rid of that. That one can go around the side of the house, so around there. We're going to go get one and we'll bring it in over here and we'll see what it looks like. The advantage of being able to move these with the loader is we can chop and change and play around. So I'm just adjusting these. This is not by orders of the boss, this is just by me going, that doesn't look right. So yeah, that's why we're just fiddling around and changing it, and then we'll grab what Cal's doing out there and I'll show you what we're doing when we come in and do that. So these here are our medium rocks. We've got more over in that pile there, but we're done for now with the loader, so we want to keep working. So we're going to grab one of these, take it over, put it in place and just see what we come up with, get a feel for how it's going to look. And yeah, keep on plucking them out, chuck them in. So we want to chuck that rock sort of in here somewhere and make it look pretty. I think that is sort of the idea that Rhiannon's going for. So the idea is the sand sort of cascades out, comes around this and then comes out here, and then you make a whole garden bed out of that whole thing there. So yeah, we'll go find another rock, another rock, another rock, another rock, and we'll keep on placing a few in and see what we can come up with. Okay, the guys are heading back to the shed now with the loader and the telehandler, and we'll this afternoon we'll chuck the that flex sand tank on the back of the Earnshaw truck there, just to get a bit of a look what it looks like, everything like that, make sure it's all okay. And yeah, then we can picture it, get more of a design, go from it on there. Now we haven't finished here obviously, so this is what it looks like now. Have I got those rocks in the right place? I have no idea. I think maybe I do. So like I said, the idea is the sand is to cascade out, cascades around them, and then this will all be flower beds or pot beds, or I'm not sure, something like that. There's going to be stuff planted in all these things. So yeah, I hope I've put them all in the right spot, but at least I've got them there, and then when Rhiannon gets back she can go, no, move that around, something like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go have some lunch, and then we'll go and lift this tank on, shall we? Right, so we're going to grab that that tank, put it up here so we can have a bit of a chat about how we're going. You'll need the step ladder. So we're going to have put it up here and see how we're going to mount everything. How, you know, just have a look, put it up there, get a visual look at how it's all going to look, and then we can make a plan and a design from there. So to do that, I obviously need to get the front auger. No, need to get the back auger out of the way. Otherwise, we will we'll hit it with the tank going in. I love this remote. The fact that we can start everything like so easy like that, just brilliant. Right, so I got that hooked up, and as I'm walking past, I've had more chem delivered. Now in the budget, I'm gonna get 2 sheds. One is a machinery shed, so I don't have all this gear out, and then the other is it's a horse sort of shed down at my place. The chemical shed didn't make it in, but this is where the chemical shed would go. But definitely next year we'll be hopefully gonna get a chem shed, because I mean all that stuff fits in the breezeway, but the breezeway gets quite difficult because you chuck all your chemical in and then it's like, we needed the one thing that's right at the back, so you got to pull everything out just to get the one thing at the back. And yeah, anyway, let's see how this goes. Sort of towards the back, I reckon, but right the gap is front. So I think where you're going is pretty good, straight that. So with this on, we've come up with a bit of a plan on how we're going to, you know, our design on how we're going to fill everything. We're sort of going to go for like a 3-way tap down here. That goes down. It's sort of hard to explain without showing you on a diagram. We're going to try and figure it out anyway. Now putting a shuttle up here isn't going to work because it's too long to hit that. Like it'll hit the pipe. So yeah, it's whether or not we can turn it on its side and do it with a hose out here somewhere. But it's whether or not, yeah, we do batching on the ground, so here brewing this up ready to roll, or if we batch out in the paddock. Now batching out in the paddock is probably a better option with the fact that you're not going to have all the products sitting in there for, you know, a huge amount of time. But then come say a night shift, you then got someone at 4 o'clock in the morning having to do all this by themselves who might not be so familiar with it, and it might be easier just to have it all batched up. So that they, and then just agitating away. So that come you know, whatever time they're filling in the morning, 3 a.m, they can just boop, hook the hose up, hook that up and go, and they're not worrying about it. They're not having to try and remember, oh, that's 300 litres that needs to go in, and I need to tip this thing in as well. And yeah, I think I've just come up with the idea now. It's going to be a batched system because that just eliminates one problem that we could have. So yeah, I think I've got to go to Farmer General and go order lots of bits and pieces, and yeah, should be good. It's going to be a hell of a learning experience, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. and hopefully next week, the end of next week, we'll have the bar out here as well. That's nearly all done. I just got to pay for it, and we should have it out here, and we can walk you guys all around that and go and dig it in the soil and see what it looks like and all that. So with that, guys, we'll leave the video there. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.